Someday soon I'm gonna make it. Yeah, all hard work's gonna be worth it. Ooh, everyone who didn't believe it, they don't know worth it.
Hello, I am Rebecca Fleetwood Hessian, host of the Badass Women's Council podcast, and I am so glad that you're here. Y'all, it's coming, the new year. And guess what? It's not just a new year, it's a new decade. And for someone that just gets absolutely geeked out about what I refer to as planning season, which is the week between Christmas and New Year's, this deserves special treatment. So I've created an amazing PDF download for you to step-by-step walk through some exercises to help you dream the decade. And I've asked a few of our podcast guests over the last few weeks to give us a little taste of what it means to look out upon this decade for them. So I'll be sharing those throughout the week. Here we go.
Better.
Alex, did you know that we are about to enter a new decade?
Crazy, isn't it?
I know.
The last one, we just had the last one.
Like 15 minutes ago.
Right.
Sometimes it seems like that, doesn't it?
Sometimes.
But that is an important part of what I'm doing for this process of planning for the decade. I call it Dream the Decade. Is I took some time over the Thanksgiving holiday and I glanced over my shoulder a bit to say, how much have I accomplished in the last decade? And it was a really good reminder in a world where I can feel really behind. And, you know, I always say when I get caught up and you know, you're always frenetically chasing the next thing, it was a good reminder that I kind of kicked some ass in the last decade, like things I was really proud of. And that inspired me to be thinking forward about, okay, what do I want to accomplish in the next decade? So when you think about that, either as a planning process or just what kind of feelings or thoughts does that evoke for you?
Well, I love that you say look back. So we're at the end of something. And it's really easy to go marching forward and say, I'm gonna take on the next decade. And even as soon as you said that, I thought, okay, well, what am I gonna do? Yeah. But taking stock first and looking at what you accomplished that you did not think at all was accomplished. I laugh because I did a TED Talk, right?
I did
a TED Talk,
Yay!
which was on my 5-year plan for my business. Very, very tidily
and you did
done.
It in year.
I did it in year. It was like
1.5.
1.5.
Overachiever.
Well.
I love that.
And for me, it felt much more comfortable to say, well, I'm going to do this 3 years from now because then I'll be ready. And that's not what the world presented me with.
Right.
So being able to look back and have that experience and say, okay, well, I may not have the experience yet for the big dreams that I have, but why would I not go for the bigger dream?
Absolutely.
Why would I not go for the bigger dream already knowing that I have accomplished it once before when I didn't think it was possible?
Absolutely. Absolutely. And I like glancing back because one of the things that I did in the exercise was decided what I was leaving in this last decade.
Ooh.
Like, what are the things that have to stay in 2019 that will no longer serve me in the next decade? And sometimes those are physical things. Sometimes those are people. And sometimes those are feelings or beliefs about ourselves. So even the act of cleaning out my closet, like after I did this exercise, I went and just took out all of the crap out of my closet that it isn't who I want to be in the next decade. It either doesn't fit or it just doesn't represent my style. I also made a list of some thoughts and beliefs that I've clung to too long and just said, those don't get to go forward. I'm done with those.
I love this. I love this so much from the...
Well, I'm glad because I created a guide, a little download.
What?
I
don't have this.
Not yet.
I'm going to have it.
Yes, you are. If you go to my website, we don't have to say that anymore, right? That's so 2019. I'm leaving that behind. If you go to my website, wethrive.live.
There you go. That sounds better.
You can access the download, but because you're a friend, I'll probably just hand it to you while you're here.
Oh, that's nice.
Friend perk.
This is what being part of the Badass Women's Council gets you.
Exactly.
Free downloads.
Exactly.
Well, you get it too. But
because it's nice just to have a guide to walk you through the questions and you don't have to create them yourself. Since I had already been doing it, I thought, I bet others would love this too.
Yeah.
So
and the beauty of sharing that.
So
the goodness spreads.
Sharing is caring.
Look at what 2020 is going to bring.
Absolutely. Now, Thanks for being here.
Thank you.
Feeling get up 'cause I'm not giving up on